What's up, Woodworking Nation? Welcome to Armor God Woodworks. Man, we ride down the road checking some stuff out, and just got some stuff on my mind I want to talk about. We're a couple days out from Hurricane Debby coming in here, and man, just really devastated this place. It's not horrible, but we did get like 16 inches of rain out at our farm in a couple of days, which is just pretty much unheard of. All the rivers are raging. We've got floods everywhere. We got roads blown out. Kids haven't been in school for a week, and we're still not sure exactly when they're going back. I mean, this is they're calling it like a 500 to 1,000 year rain event, and you know, we've got a lot of ponds, rivers, creeks, streams, and lots of tributaries that just run into main bodies of water. And man, we had dams breaching, and you know, just a lot of stuff was going on last week during that hurricane. Thank goodness the Lord blessed us so much that we didn't get any wind, so we really didn't lose any trees, which is great. That's usually one of the biggest problems whenever we get rain like that, and then the wind comes in after, behind the storm, and then the trees start falling, and then of course, you know, we lose electricity for days and days and days, and because we live out in the country, man, we don't live in the city. And so when trees start falling, man, we're rural, and the co-ops and the power companies are working as hard as they can to get to us, and they're just spread thin, man. But we're thankful for everybody that came in and helped. We had the National Guard here helping, trying to put some stuff together for us, and getting our roads put back together. And actually headed over to the Civil Air Patrol building right now. We got a few meetings today, and we had a little bit of damage in our building, and so we're going to try to you know, take care of that and see if we can get it all back dry, and you know, make sure we don't have any mold and stuff like that. And so anyways, just right now we're in the process of just drying everything out. You know, just riding down the road thinking, man, I want to give y'all an update about, you know, where we are, and you know, what we've been doing, and that we made it safe through the hurricane. And man, everything's going pretty good. I can tell you one thing that's pretty cool, man. So the IWF, the International Woodworking Fair, was in Atlanta, Georgia, this past week. So it ran, I think it was Monday through Friday. And so we ended up riding up there Thursday morning. It takes about 3.5 hours to get there from our shop. And so we went up there. It's in Atlanta every other year, so you know, I haven't been there for a couple of years. And so we went up there to see what all the new products were, meet our vendors, because a lot of the vendors that, like the ones that we're dealers for, you know, they come see us every now and then, but it's good to see the people that are running the show and meet them, and you know, just find out new products and stuff like that, because the best way to keep your business, you know, on top is to make sure you're offering the best and the latest that's out there to be offered. And you know, the things that interest me at the woodworking fair are things that are going to speed up our process and make our process better and make our products better. And so, you know, they've got all kinds of stuff there. If you've never been to the woodworking fair, and you're into woodworking, it's really cool to see. It's you know, a lot of it is industrial stuff that we probably would never use at our shop, but it's like high production industrial machinery, robots. I mean, it's pretty cool, just so you can see the availability of things that are out there. One thing that was really cool is that whenever the first building we walked into, the Joburg workbench display was there, and the people that represent Joburg from Sweden, they were there. And I wanted to go there and look at those workbenches, because I've never touched one. You know, I've seen them in magazines, I've seen them on YouTube, I've seen them all over the place, but I've never physically been able to put my hands on one. And I just wanted to see, you know, how they were built, you know, what kind of vices they use and stuff like that, spacing on their clamp hold downs, any kind of retainers they have that we don't have, cleats and stuff like that. And so we're over there, you know, looking at the workbenches that they had on display, and you know, they're really nice workbenches, and they're very high quality. I can tell you that they're very high quality. They don't make one big enough for my shop, and you know, but I really wanted to check them out. So we go over there and we're looking at it, you know, touching it, feeling it, you know, kind of getting some ideas, you know, if we ever wanted to build another workbench, like our big custom that, you know, I've got at Armor of God. And so the lady that's the representative for Yoberg, she comes over there and is talking to us, and she's hey, are you in the market for a workbench and all? So I'm like, nah, I built my own. I got a custom workbench at my shop, and it's 4 foot by 10 foot. It's a humongous workbench. It's got a lot of storage in it. And so of course, my mom and my dad are there with us, and because me and my dad are in business together, and I've got the guy that helps us install and his wife, and we're checking these things out. Well, this this lady says, well, she starts talking about the workbench that I built, and so my mom says, well, Casey, why don't you show her the workbench that you built? Now keep in mind, this lady, sorry, I'm trying not to get hit by a car, but this lady is from Sweden. Never met this woman in my life. And so she goes, yeah, I'd love to see what your workbench looks like. And so I start showing her the pictures, and the end of my workbench has got a Punisher skull on it. It's a lit up Punisher skull, man. It's awesome. If you hadn't seen it, check out my Instagram page, Lumberjack AOG, or it's on my Facebook page, Lumberjack. If you want to see what our workbench looks like, it is awesome, man. It is like blinged out, man. It's got all kinds of stuff, pack out, man. It's awesome. And so anyways, I start showing her the pictures of the workbench, and whenever I got to the Punisher skull, she kind of looks at it, and she just, something clicked in her head, I guess, and she goes, I've seen this workbench. And I was like, that's impossible. You've never seen this workbench, because this is the only workbench like this, because it's custom built. I built it off my own design. There's no way that you've seen this. And she says, oh yeah, I've seen it on Instagram. And I was like, well, okay, how did you see it on Instagram? And she said, well, what's your name on Instagram? And I said, Lumberjack AOG. And she goes, yeah, I follow your page. This lady's from Sweden, and we just happened to meet up in Atlanta at a woodworking fair. And I would probably have that's like a 1 in a million chance that you would actually meet somebody from that far away that follows your Instagram page. I say that to say this: we all need to be aware and careful of what we're putting on our social media pages, because people look at us as a woodworking community, and especially the name of our company is Armor of God Woodworks, and what we portray in our communities of how we live is how people are going to see us in the real world. So if you're living a fake life on social media, or if you're living a fake life outside where people can't they don't know what your real reactions are to stuff, we have to be real careful about that. Are we living a godly Christian life everywhere that we go? And a lot of times you can put on a front out in public, and then what you do at your home is completely different. If you're against drinking beer and liquor and alcohol, and that's what you're preaching and that's your platform, but people see you out at the bar drinking beer and stuff like that, they're gonna take you as a fake. And so we have to be real careful about the stuff that we're putting on social media, because we do represent the woodworking community as a whole. And so that's some of the things that it just made me real aware of a lot of different things that somebody from that far away, actually I have an interaction with somebody that far away, and I was able to meet them. So anyways, y'all just kind of keep that in mind. I wanted to tell you that cool story, let you know what we went through during Hurricane Debby. We're okay, and everything's fine. I got my work trailer behind me, and we're here trying to get everything patched back up from the hurricane. So anyways, man, y'all have a blessed day. Love it when you come visit my page. Leave comments. If you have any questions about anything, man, put them down in the comment section below. I'll answer your questions. I really like to hear from everybody that's out there that follows our page, Armor of God Woodworks. And if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, I appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe to this page. And we're trying to spread help into the woodworking community. I like to call it Woodworking Nation because it just sounds cool. But we're trying to spread how to, and just help everybody get better. And we're also trying to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. That's our main objective, is through our woodwork we spread the gospel of Jesus Christ and the impact that Christ has had on our lives. So if you have any questions about salvation, if you have any questions about, you know, the impacts that Christ can have on our lives, leave your comments below. You know, I'll be glad to answer you. I'll answer you. I will pray for you. I'll pray with you. And you know, we're all here working together, trying to just make a better place. So I hope y'all have a blessed day, and man, I got to get at it, so I'll holler at y'all later.